Hey guys, welcome to another video. You're probably looking at this thing and wondering what the heck's going on with this pin box. Well, I got myself into a little pickle and a little bit of trouble, so stick around, check it out. I did not expect to end this video wearing pantyhose and using a walker, but here we are, so let me explain. Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm Chris. This is Salty Trips channel, and we're all about full-time RV life, trucks, travel, towing, all that jazz. And we have a situation here. As you can see, we have the Kurt Flex here, pin box here, and I got a bunch of ratchet straps strapped up here. So what exactly happened? I'm going to try to explain to you what's going on. But this thing failed, and I almost could not get the truck unhitched from this thing when we got here last. I didn't film that move because I thought it was going to be a quick and easy thing. It's, you know, not worth putting on video, but apparently I should have had the camera rolling because it was a hot mess. Well, what happened was, you see this has the Flex Air, which has the airbag in here. That doesn't work. The airbag leaks and it doesn't provide any cushion, so it's not worth a darn. And it has this little shock here, but I guess that's the only thing that's actually helping it. But anyway, if you guys have been following along, you know I have the Blue Ox BXR 2100, which is this type of hitch where it goes in from the top. It doesn't slide in from the back. So when we got to this spot, it's kind of on a grade, and then we got the road right here, which is kind of graded up. So when I backed the truck in, I put the jacks down, and then I lowered them all the way, and then I tried to lift this up, and I lifted it up as high as I could because this has the bag in here. This part swivels down. So I lifted up as high as it could, and it would not come off the hitch. It wasn't high enough. So what I had to do was I lowered it back down, ratchet strapped these things to it so that it will stay up, so that when I picked it up, I could drive out from underneath it and it could get out of the hitch. So I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. I don't want to have to deal with this airbag or replace it, because if I replace it, is it going to go bad in another year, 6 months? I don't know. It's big, heavy, bulky. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So we have a new hitch. We're going to install that today, and we have some more interesting stuff coming too. So if you're into any of this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe, follow along, and we'll get to it. So this has got to go, and what we got to replace it is the MORryde rubber pin box. And this is the one where it can kind of slide and adjust, but it doesn't flex down, so I don't have to worry about that. When it picks up, it's just going to pick right off. But the first thing we got to do is we got to get this thing off. And I do have some help coming. It's not just me. It's probably going to need to take a couple of people because these things are really heavy. But what I have been doing the last 3 days, guys, is I've been taking some PB Blaster, and I've been hitting the bolts on this side and the other side. And I've hit these also because I think what's going to be easiest is maybe I can take this apart in pieces, take this bottom half off, and then pull the top half off so it's not quite so heavy. Fingers crossed that works. I don't know how this comes apart. I'm just assuming if I pull all the bolts off, it'll fall apart. So we're going to find out, and then we're going to install the new one. All right, guys, so I got some reinforcements. Got my buddy Joe here.
Morning.
And first thing we're going to do is pull this apart, or try to anyway. And hopefully everybody's up already. It's late enough in the morning. We're going to hit that impact wrench. If you're not up, they're going to be up in a second. I don't want to smack a knuckle. So the goal here is, I think I'm going to try to get this off in 3 pieces. Probably going to take this off, this bottom piece off, this piece off, and then this will be the last piece. So hopefully it'll be a little lighter with all that mess gone. Probably ought to pull that out too, huh? Well, I guess that's not coming off. I'm assuming if I pull these bolts out, it's not coming off either, but we'll see. There's probably a pin that goes all the way through, and I'd probably have to pound that out. I don't know if I want to go through that trouble. But first we have to pull this thing off too. This is our trailer brake. So in case it goes rogue, that pulls and activates the brakes. So we just got to pull that out. And we'll just hold on to that for later. Pin that goes in through here, I just hit it with this and it's starting to work its way out. As you can see, hopefully I'm going to try to pound this the rest of the way out. Voila. I don't think that one's budging. That pin doesn't look like it's budging, so at least we got a little bit of weight off of it, and now we just got to deal with this. So hopefully my PB blaster helped, and these will come right off. You want to come around and help me? We'll just do these one at a time. We're going to do these three, then these two, and we'll do this one last. And I'm going to undo this bolt, top bolt here. We're just going to leave it in. Just take the nut off. We'll leave that in right there. Bottom. Now let's do the top one.
Good.
Let's take the nut off of this one.
Alright.
So basically, all we have to do is unscrew these other two, and this thing should fall out. All right, here the goal is, this is the last bolt. We got this supporting a lot of the weight, so it's gonna fall when that comes out. So hopefully I can just kind of steady it until he can help me drop it. If it looks like it's gonna fall, we're just gonna get out of the way. Oh, look, it's balancing. All right, let's just forward. You good? Oh, that's not too bad. And there we have it. Man, look at all that rust.
Yeah.
But here's the pin box. It was a little heavy, but wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be. So now we basically got to do the opposite. We'll set the new one hopefully on top of here, and then kind of balance it till we can kind of get the bolt started. Saying?
Yeah.
All right. So we got one bolt in, should hold it. We got this holding the weight.
This side
And then the same thing on that side, the back, top back.
has to go up.
Oh no, it's gotta come down.
Yeah, down. You're out in the way a little.
All right, there you go. Now, I'm just gonna pick this one up, and these holes should line up with this. Can you get the top ones? Or the bottom ones? Let's get the bottom ones.
There.
Ah. Alright.
Down the hole.
There. Well, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be either.
Right.
It is heavy. Don't get me wrong, it is heavy. But, you know, having this kingpin stabilizer really helped. And I could just, you know, we just balanced it on here. Got the first bolts in. We'll just try to get the rest of the bolts in. Then we'll put the nuts on, tighten them up. And then we got to torque them down. We're just going to tighten it down with my smaller impact, because we are going to have to torque them down. So we're just going to tighten it. We're just tightening up the nuts and bolts. We're not cranking them down yet.
Good. 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 Good.
Now we're getting these just a little bit snugger. That other one just, I don't think was getting snug enough. And then we'll go back and hit it with this one.
Yep.
Torque wrench on.
Good.
Bottom.
Yeah. On. On.
All right, guys. So these are 5/8 bolts, and according to the directions, it takes 135. These, and they're just depending on if they're grade 5 or grade 8 bolts. These are grade 5 bolts. These take grade 5, 5/8 takes 135 foot-pounds of torque. So there we go. Next, and just go and torque these down.
Good.
All right, and hit the other side. Where are we at?
Top one. Good.
All right. Thought we were done, didn't you? Well, we still got to put the breakaway back up here. I'm just going to put it right back here. And it came with a self-tapping screw. I don't like drilling with self-tapping screws into metal like this thick. So we're going to drill a hole, pre-drill it, and then set it. And I like to go in a little bit and back out and back in so it gets nice and threaded, so you're not buggering, you don't break the bolt. There we go. Not with 3 people. Oh. All right, that's going to the dump. All right, guys, so here it is, the MORryde rubber pin box. I did not expect to end this video wearing pantyhose and using a walker, but here we are, so let me explain. All right, so how I wanted to end this video was installing a brand new 5th wheel hitch that hit the market recently, and I haven't seen very many videos about it or very many reviews about it, so I wanted to install that and share that with you guys, but that didn't happen. I was due for a full knee replacement, and they had a cancellation so they could squeeze me in sooner. So I'm like, you know what, I'll take it. I need to get this done. But we ordered a 5th wheel hitch to replace the one that we have, and I was going to add that into the video, but it arrived too late. It actually arrived on the day of my surgery. All right, guys, heading home from the surgery center. Got my new knee. So I got a full knee replacement, and I had a friend of mine come pick up the 5th wheel hitch, and he's storing it for me. So hopefully the recovery won't take too long. The type of surgery I had, it was a lateral incision, which hopefully is supposed to heal a lot faster. I'm doing my therapy, and we'll get back to making regular videos for you guys. I do have some exciting stuff coming up I want to share with you guys. So if you want to find out what 5th wheel hitch we got, what's going on next, make sure you subscribe, notification bell, all that fancy jazz. Give this video a big thumbs up, shows us you appreciate the content, because we appreciate you guys. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.